So what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today I'm doing the video like I used to do my videos when I first started on YouTube. Now those of you who are still around after all this time, you know good and well I used to do my videos in the beginning in the bathroom in front of a trusty shower curtain. That was my background. And at the time period I said, well, I want at least a little background. I couldn't afford anything different. Whatever the wife had put in the bathroom, that's what we had to roll with. She changed the shower curtain, you got a different background. So today is a video that I thought I would never make. When I used to see people that had like 1 million subscribers, I'm like, wow. I mean, they, are really doing some cool things. I was if that many people subscribe to their channel. For that many people to, think that you're worthy enough for them to keep checking on you, every blue moon, or even if they check on you every day, I thought that, man, that's something I probably could never attain. And we're looking in 2019, and lo and behold, after we started this channel in 2012, now we're here. So many people have made this particular video about their 1 million subscribers and share with their subscribers. Definitely the 1 million subscriber creator award, which I would do no different than they would do, but I have a whole lot to say in my video for many others. So let's start on the first part of this, the actual award. So you get a box about this big from YouTube, okay? It's like about a 7-pound box, literally. And so let me see if I can just how to lay it down, bro. Open this thing up here, okay? Then of course it has a little box like, covers it like that. And then, take the thing off there, and you get a letter, an actual letter from YouTube. And, it's one of those letters that if you got a creator award, some of you have, it says you're bigger than Vancouver, you're bigger than Venice, you're even bigger than Las Vegas, 1 million subscribers. Maybe you've imagined that day for a long time, or maybe you've never thought you'd grow so big. Well, I'm probably that person, never thought I'd grow so big. Either way, not much can match satisfaction to find out that your creativity, your ideas, that your voice speaks to 1 million people across the globe. We know that being able to touch the lives of so many people is reward enough, but we're incredibly proud of all you've done. So we hope you'll accept this Gold Creator Award as a token of our esteem. With your track record, we suspect you're only going to keep growing. And we can't wait to see you reach the next milestone, 10 million subscribers. It may seem far away, but remember the days that when you were psyched to have 1,000. I actually remember when I was psyched to have 100, to be honest with you. You've amazed us. Keep daring, keep dreaming big, and keep creating. You're the inspiration for everything we do sincerely, and it says the CEO, Susan Wojcicki. So, this is the award. I'll take it out so you guys can see it. So let me get it out of this box without destroying anything, all right? So you just throw that down there. It comes in this plastic. So throw this down there. So yeah, this is the 1 million subscriber award that you'll get from YouTube. Like I said, it's pretty heavy. On the back, you could hang it on your wall or something like that. And it just says presented to the Advice Show TV, passing 1 million subscribers, and it says YouTube. So we're very happy about that. Now, before I put this down, let me address, the haters real quick about this particular award. When YouTube gives you this award, they scan your channel for artificial subscribers. They're scanning it for artificial views and everything else. And if you ding in their system, you would not get this award. So I was letting the haters know that. They like to put that out there, because a black man, he can't do nothing, according to some black folks. It's not even white supremacists that were saying that crap. It was a bunch of self-hating black folks. So this is the award that they will send you for 1 million subscribers. If I can get it, I know you can get it. I ain't doing nothing, no special what any of you are doing. I got a struggle channel. Today on this particular video, I made sure to write down everything that I need to say in this video. I didn't want to forget anything. So let's talk about just what inspired me to create my YouTube channel. I remember there was a brother. They made a video back in 2000, I think maybe about, I think around 8 or 9. I think somewhere around there. And it was called House Ends versus Field Ends. I said, wow, they making videos like this on YouTube? Because, YouTube, I thought it was just a bunch of people being silly pranks or people reviewing movies, whatever. So I watched the video, and he was talking about the brother's name at the time on his YouTube channel was T-Mod of GA, and his name is Derek Grayson now on YouTube. And I started watching his videos, and he was talking about the black community, and I was so intrigued by that. I'm like, man, I said, I feel this brother, what he talking about. So I remember, back in the day when you used to message people on YouTube and actually meant something. So I messaged the brother, and I was telling him, I watched the videos for a weekend. That weekend was like rainy. You couldn't go do nothing. So I just kind of sat in the house watching YouTube. And that's before they had the YouTube apps and all. You actually had to go log in on your desktop and actually go watch on YouTube. So I talked to the brother, told him I really enjoyed his videos, and I told him, I said, man, what did you do to get started with that? And, he told me he just started, uploading in his car. He had a camera, he was recording. He called it Drive Time at the time, and he said, hey, young brother, you got an opinion, get your camera, put it out there. So I said, you know what, I think you're, I'll do that. I appreciate that. And, don't take it lightly when you tell someone to share their opinion or buy a camera or whatever, because you never know who you inspiring when you say things like that. Or when, I may tell some of you just a few advice here and there. I can't do it for everybody. I mean, it's too much now. But I don't know who the next person that I'm telling something to. So, don't get upset when people ask you, questions they want to get started. Because I was in that particular spot at one point in time. So I want to definitely give that brother a shout out for, being nice to me. He didn't look at me as no kind of competition or anything like that. He just said, young brother, get out there and do it too. And we need more people, male and female, to come out and do it as well. I can't do everything. I can't do every news story. I can't do every documentary. I can't go to every country. I can't do it all. We need help. And we need everyone to get involved. It shouldn't be one person. And the beauty for everyone getting involved is this. When everyone gets involved, they can't come after everybody. When it's a limited person or a few people, they come after those people, and then that's the end of it. We have learned that from the civil rights movement. We don't want to have one person or a few people. We want to have thousands of people with the same message. Like I said, they can't get everybody. And they can get a few, but they can't get everybody. And that's what we should do. I have no problem with people doing what I'm doing. I don't look at it as no competition. No, it is enough out here for everybody to get. We don't have no competition. Not here. I'm only in competition with myself and how I can be better. So, those people that look at you as competition, or those people say, oh, what you doing looking at my videos, you copying me, all that. No. Those people don't have the right spirit and the right heart. They don't. And we don't want to associate with those kind of people. They don't have the bigger picture in mind. See, one thing is black folks, and you look at the Caucasians and how they do things, they let everybody get a piece of the pie. They don't care about sharing ideas, collabing with each other. Even on YouTube, they help each other make videos and they get it all together. But when us as black people, we look at each other as competition, or I don't want him to get higher than me, or I don't want her to get higher than me. Look, if one person's higher than you, whatever it may be today, maybe they can help you get up there a little faster. And that's exactly what we should do as a people. We shouldn't be looking at each other as all that competition crap. We all live in the same system. We all in the same issues, period. We all in this country, definitely as black folks, especially us, American descendants of slaves. Shout out to Yvette Carnell and Antonio Moore for pushing that movement. We need to stick together. So it shouldn't be no competition. Now, I remember, progressing. I was doing my YouTube videos, and I was working a job. And this particular job, I worked there, almost 5 years. And I remember the white guys would make mistakes, and all they would get was like suspensions, right? 2 or 3 day suspensions. I never made a mistake within the 5 years, and the first time I made a mistake, they fired me. I was so floored and upset by that, because I'm like, how is it you gonna fire me and you let them off? And I knew back then, this before I even see what I see today, like why they always make it, and I even as a kid, I always said, why do they make a difference with them versus us as black people? Yes, we hear about racism, but what is it? Why do they get away with everything? Why, I was so upset. And I was the type of dude, I'm not like some of these old sorry, good for nothing dudes that's cool sitting at home. I've never been like that. I always raised that to believe a man is supposed to work, a man is supposed to provide. That's what a man's supposed to do. And if you're not doing that, you are not a man. I was just raised that way. So I didn't have a job. I was doing YouTube at the time. And my wife, like I said, shout out to my wife. She told me at the time, said, look, hey, I've still got my job. I know you're looking for a job right now. I see you every day doing it. You mean you're killing yourself doing it. Why don't you take some of the money that you had in your 401k that you put into your other company? Why don't you invest some of that into what you're doing and just see what it can do while you're trying to find something else? I say, really? And she's like, yeah, I really think you could turn that into something. So I took the money that I had in the 401k at the time period, and I invested it. I didn't trick it off. I mean, of course, I paid my bills up, to a few months in advance. I made sure I did that. But then the good part of it, I invested. And for 6 months straight, I was just going hard in the paint on these videos. Learning, growing, researching, finding out what time is the best time to post, what strategies I can do. I was just trying to figure it out, learning everything I could learn, see who got to meet all the subscribers and what they did. And see, what's working for them versus what is not working for me. So I had to learn my niche, learn everything that I had to learn at the time period because I'm an avid learner. I believe in just learning. You are not a master teacher. You should be always the master learner, right? So I did that, and if my wife wouldn't have pushed me on that, I don't think I would have got to probably anywhere near where I'm at today. I just don't think so. And it's important to have someone that's going to push you to do good because, you can have a woman that push you to do bad things, and you can have a woman that push you to do wrong things. It's just that simple. So, she pushed me to do the right thing, at least in this. So, I definitely want to thank her and my children, for enduring a lot of times that I'm making videos, telling them to be quiet, over the years. Hey, daddy making videos. So even my 4-year-old now, you could tell her, hey, daddy making videos. Shh. So okay, so it's so funny. Everybody know when daddy making videos. It's just the funniest thing ever. So, the family definitely had got acclimated with that. And, I always wanted to, keep my family separate from this because I'm cool with dealing with the trolling and all the name calling. I'm cool with that. I'm built for that. But when you have a family, and it's just any person listening, you don't want, your family involved in this. And I'll get to other people later on in the video about talking about family and different things like that. But then down the line, I had my first YouTube battle, and those of you who've been around long enough know who I'm talking about. I had my first YouTube battle with an individual, and that taught me a great lesson too. Going back and forth and all of the videos and just maturing. I learned to mature in that. I learned that kind of style of videos just not right for me. That's not my approach. The mudslinging, the name calling, the who could one up another one, who could try to put people information out, all that. It just taught me a great lesson to know a different direction to go on the platform. So if it wasn't really for this individual getting at me like that and to help me teach me a lesson in the direction I should go, I probably wouldn't be at this point today. So, that particular individual, I say, hey, shout out to them for being part of the change with me. Like I said, I can easily say that. The reason why I'm not saying the individual's name is because you know who the person is. I don't have to go there. So down the line, I realized that I was making videos like this, and then I started making videos at my dinner table, whatever. And then I started to switch over to the suit and tie. And then when I started wearing a suit and tie, people start saying, why are you wearing a suit and tie in your house? I've had many people say, do you have shorts on underneath your table? And I'd be like, and then the majority of the people would ask those questions were guys, not women. And I'd be like, it's kind of weird, a guy asking another guy what he's wearing underneath the table. I'm like, yeah, we got some issues today, really. But, people would joke about that. I remember one person had made a parody about that, a cartoon parody, and I thought that was funny.
What is going on with this world? These doggone kids keep making up all this doggone noise. Don't make no doggone sense. Dog.
You know people thinking about you when they're trying to parody you or call you names or whatever. I mean, I take it like a champ. I think it's funny. If it's funny, I laugh at it myself. If it's stupid, I just like, oh, whatever. I won't even watch it, right? So, shout out to the people who have done parodies or think you clowning me by doing a parody. If it makes you happy, clowning me, like I said, rock on. Keep doing that. I hope you build your channel up at the same time. I'm not even mad at you. Trust me, I love to laugh, even at myself. But when I started wearing the suit and tie, that came with a lot of research as well. Psychologically, people look at individuals that wear suit and ties as someone to respect. They will listen to them more, and people view them as more powerful and successful. That's what people view with wearing the tie. There's a lot of psychological things that go into that just with people in general. So when I started wearing the suit and tie, yes, people were shocked about that. Yes, people constantly asking me, why are you wearing a suit and tie? But eventually my platform started being respected more. And then it took me up to another level to start researching more, looking deeper into things more than what I do. But at the same time, I learned that you have to research into things, but keep it simple as possible. Not everyone is on there trying to hear a dissertation. They want to hear the information, get it quick as possible, and kind of go on with their day. At first, when you first do on YouTube, the average time people watch you is between 5 to 7 minutes. And if you don't get them between the first 60 seconds, they're not going to watch a video at all. Now, at this level, I have people watch a 20-minute video and it's no problem. But in the beginning, you better kind of get, to the point. Unless you're just that charismatic of a person, people like what you got going on. So, that was a good change for us over the years. Now, the Million Man March, let's talk about that. Now, me and Lovely T, we have been friends for a long time behind the scenes. T is solid. She's 100. She's never changed at all. She's the same person I met a long time ago. Met T many times. We made a video together.
Filming my docu-series and also keeping up with everything that's going on with the Justice or Else rally that's going down on 10/10. So I found out that Philip from a Vice show is here as well. And, we've been friends for a while. He's like the male version of me, honey. He's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. So I figured, why not, hook up, hang out,
Wait a minute.
What?
Male version of you and not me.
I'm the female version of him. That's what he was
No,
saying.
man. You're T. I'm Philip. I'm not no male version of you.
Okay, you see how he do? He don't cut off my little intro and everything else.
We look
okay,
over
right.
here at Vice Show TV. We have fun. We do our videos.
That's
and
true.
Nothing is scripted here.
Yeah.
Most of you who don't know me, some of you hate me. My name is Philip. One time before, me and you have seen that video. But we decided to work together to go cover the Million Man March. Now, at the time period, I was still making my videos that I was making. I was talking about Wild Hang the Hood Rats. Yes, I was talking about that. And I was talking about the females that are hood rats. Not all black women. As a matter of fact, I still got videos as proof on my channel, if you go look for it, where I call white females trailer rats. Hispanic females, chola rats. I have no respect of persons when I'm calling you out for your behavior. And it's not about no race with me. It's your nasty attitude. Just like the dudes that were doing all this thugging out here. Okay? I've called many of them out. And at the time period, I felt that that's what needs to be called out. So I was making those videos. I had another channel at one point in time, and it was started on this channel, and it was encouraged by people on this channel that I just got tired of always seeing all the negativity, so I wanted to laugh a little bit. So I said, you know what, let me take some videos that people are watching already off of websites like World Star Hip Hop, take about 3 of them, 4 of them, and just have fun with them. So I made one video on this particular channel at the time called Ratchet Video Weekly. That was the very first one. And people loved it. They said, oh, it's a great thing. And I had more, actually women was telling me to make more of those videos than men. So I made, I think about up to 5 of them at the time period. And I deleted all 5 of them and I created the Ratchet Video Weekly channel. So I had 5 of them and I had created almost up to 117 videos in that series. at the time, and people enjoyed them. Nobody was mad. Nobody was making a big deal out of anything. The way I did it at the time period wasn't disparaging of no one. If you put the video up on social media, well, what are you mad at me for? You put it up. Don't tell me crap. That's how I felt at the time period. Now, the mindset I have today, no, I wouldn't even go down that route, because now I understand the conditions of people that's doing these things, and I don't think it should be on display. But it talks about our learning and our growth. So, there are people who don't like me and say, oh, he had a Ratchet Video Weekly channel. Everybody knew that. You're not shaming me with that crap. Come on. I mean, you haven't figured it out by now. You're not going to shame me with anything. It doesn't work. The energy you take in trying to shame me with something, take that same energy and do something. Like, let's help our community. That's end racism. That's end white supremacy. Let's fix the family. And yes, I'm going to talk about the family, whether you like it or not. And you feel like I shouldn't talk about the family, move on. I'm going to talk about it. Because the majority of people that's talking to me, you haven't even been married one time. I've been married one time. I've had children. I got divorced. I know how that feels, and we'll go through the laws with that. I know about child support. I know about remarriage. I know about blended families. I know about all that. So I could talk about family in many, many different ways. I know about in-laws. I know about a lot. So I have a lot of experience. So if you feel that I shouldn't talk about certain things, don't watch that video. Now, at the Million Man March, I started to look into the Nation of Islam. I heard of them, but I didn't fully know about them. So I looked into Elijah Muhammad. I looked into Louis Farrakhan. I looked into Khalid Muhammad and all different people over the years who have stood up and said things. And I say, oh man, I'm like, man, they're right about a lot of things they say. I say, I may not agree with everything they're saying, but the majority of what they're talking about, I feel that. You know what I'm saying? So I like to understand who I'm going to be covering on something. So me and T went out there to DC, and shout out to Brother Reza Islam. At the time, he wasn't where he's at today. Now Reza's everywhere now, but he was just a young brother, FOI, just doing his thing. And Brother Reza Islam had got us into all the events. He had us sitting up in the front at the Capitol. I mean, Brother Reza was the man, that weekend with the Million Man March. Like I say, once again, shout out to him. We'll be doing very well. Good brother. Yeah. So after all the events of the Million Man March, me and T had a conversation. And I'll say, T, I got to change my platform. I said, it's not what I should be doing. Hey, you hear slamming doors, hey, we doing it the original way. Slamming doors, dogs, it don't matter. Anyway, so I said, I got to change my platform. I said, I just don't, I feel I need to use it to help out the community. I said, I need to really look deep and point out the problems. And I told her that. And she said, well, we're going to take a different direction. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. And I said, yeah. She said, but hey, let's see how it works out. So, she kind of encouraged me to try it out. She didn't talk down on it or nothing like that. So I came back to Houston, and I said, I got to find out who all the people here in Houston who's out here fighting for the community. So that's why I ended up going around the nation here in Houston. I ended up meeting Brother Derek Muhammad. Shout out to Brother Derek Muhammad, good brother. I ended up meeting Brother Yakanan. Shout out to him. You've seen him many times on the platform. Actually, I just talked to him today. And I started meeting every, group. I'm Brother Vincent, he's another one. I started meeting everybody out here who's actually doing great work here in Houston. And it's good to know these people and even can pick up the phone and call them at any time when something is going on. We have some great people here in Houston that's doing wonderful things. And shout out to them. So I've made a change in my platform, and then people would tell me, like, what happened to your show? I used to love it before, but now I don't like it. And I had a lot of white folks, admittedly, will say they didn't like my new direction at all. And they like when I was posting things about, why I ain't a hood rats and what thugs are doing. They love those videos. They didn't like my videos when I was calling out racism. And they didn't like my videos when I was calling out white supremacy. That was a problem to them. And I say, well, why are these same people that say they love my videos, all of a sudden now they having a problem with it? I mean, it's the same person making the videos. I'm just pointing out these issues that's happening. I'm not lying about it. I'm playing you the news clip. You get what I'm saying? So, I had a group of people fall off, didn't like that. I had a group of some black folks either that don't like when you call out racism and white supremacy. They do not like it at all. But, my vision, for the show and my platform, my vision is a worldwide vision. Yes, I care about us here. Yes, I do. And I want to see us do well. I will fight for us all the time, much as possible. But I also care about the diaspora as well. I do feel that, we should be global, as a platform, and be global just as a people, and connect with all of us on the four corners of the earth. We are a people who could do multiple things. Yes, we could fight at home, and we could stand up for the community here, but also we can do things worldwide. Not all of you are called to do that, understand that. Some of you don't care about that. That's fine. But I'm just telling you what I'm about. I'm also, definitely looking to bring more people into the show. That's good people. That's people that want to see black people liberated, want to see black people free. And this is a call, not only to people here in the U.S., but a call to people worldwide. I would love to have people doing that from all over the world and sharing with us, what's going on in their communities and speaking out at least as much as they can. Some countries people can't speak out, unfortunately. But that's what I want to do. Even if I have to put aside some personal things for the greater good of the black community, I will put aside some of my personal differences with people if I see what they're doing is for the greater good. So a lot of these people that I'm going to probably reach out to, like I said, a few of them I already have. So don't be surprised when you see people say, oh, wow, I know who this person is. Well, it's because it's not about me. I'm not about this Hollywood crap. Let me touch on that. I don't like Hollywood from nobody. I don't like ego. I don't like that popping your collar mess. I don't like all that. I got so many subscribers. I got so many views. Nobody care about your views. Nobody care about your subscribers. When they click on your show, they want to see the information you're presenting. They don't care about those numbers. Yes, the numbers are good, but people want to see what's going on. And that's it. So anybody that I work with, I don't want to hear about how much money you're making. I don't care about your numbers. I don't care how many books you sold, movies you sold. Don't care about that. I just care about the work. Let other people big you up. Don't big up in front of me. Like, you ain't got to do that to me, because I don't care about any of that. Just like people was telling me about this particular video, I was going to make it because, yes, it is an accomplishment, but at the end of the day, it's about keeping the work going. Like, what are you doing that's going to help out? What information are you going to put out, being a media platform? What countries are you going to start going to? And which we're going to, should be 2 countries this year. Yeah, should be 2. Maybe more, to put out some news and information that the people want to be concerned about. Other people got to find out. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's about at the end of the day. Traveling, go and get interviews. That's what it's about. And I remember people used to talk about me with that. All you do is sit in front of your desk and make videos. You don't go out and get it. Okay, now we're going out and doing things now. And I will support you if you would do that. Okay, we're doing that. Will you support us now? Just saying, we're not corporate funded, okay? I don't get sponsorships. Listen, other folks get sponsorships. The way I talk, I will not get sponsorships. When you get like usually 1 million subscribers, everybody want to be a partner with you then. Everybody wants you promoting major corporations. That's not going to happen. They don't want you talking about racism, white supremacy. So when you hear us talking about, hey, help us get our goal on Patreon, y'all have to be our sponsors. It can't be them, because they're not going to support a show like this. Not at all. Because people have asked me why I don't have certain sponsorships. That's why. Do you think most of them want to be hearing about what racists are doing when a lot of them are racist themselves, or they got racists in their families and they feel some sort of way when we talking about maybe some of their family members, not per se, but just in the words we're saying is touching them? Do you really think that? Come on, okay? Then you got black folks, and I've experienced that too, afraid to deal with people like myself because they want to stay in good with massa. So they can't be around me. Oh no. Like, I had one of them say that, we like what he's doing, and his advocacy journalism is great, but he's, at times he kind of too much. Too much to who? I'm talking about helping black people. I'm talking about evil and injustice. What you mean I'm too much? oh, I'm too much because, it may ruffle the feathers of your master. That's why I'm too much. But that's fine. What I'm saying out of all of that is we need the people to support, and if the people can support, is nothing that anyone really can do at that point. Because when you come together with the community and the community got you, you're good. Definitely want to thank all our supporters. Those of you who have been subscribed from the beginning up until now. Some people just came yesterday, maybe last week, maybe a few months ago. I want to thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sticking with us, through thick and thin, trials and tribulations. We want to thank you for that. Without the people, you're nothing. You can't have a show without people. If you don't listen to the people, you piss the people off, just being, stupid, being egregious, then your show not going to last very long. You're only good as the people deem you to be good. And you don't get an ego and think you're more than the people. You're not more than the people. You are a servant to the people, and you should stay humble at all times. Humility is something that you're supposed to wear like a garment, as the scriptures teach, those of you who read the Bible, right? So that's what I seek to do, is wear my garment of humility. That's why people that I deal with, I can't deal with ego, because ego is ugly to me. Ego takes us to a place that's not going to help nobody. So if I even see a hint of ego with somebody that I'm even dealing with, I'll let them know, hey man, you kind of get this little ego. And if that ego is not going to stop, then I need to move on, because I can't deal with ego. Because ego is a way for those who are against us to compromise them due to maybe they want some money or fame or etc. I also definitely want to thank our team who's been helping us out. Definitely want to shout out Kellen Coleman of Coleman PR firm. I shout out to him. He definitely do a lot for us. Definitely want to thank Brother Sharif, our videographer. That brother, anytime I call him, he stops what he's doing, or he makes a way to help us film something. That brother's the one that shot the video in Ethiopia. Anything that you see me outside of my studio area doing videos, of course here I'm just doing my thing, is Brother Sharif. And like I said, that brother's a good solid brother. And the times you guys have joined us on Patreon, or you become a channel member, or you donated something, it's helped me to pay that brother. And I'm keeping money in the pockets of black people. Okay, I want talented black people to help us and keep money in their pocket. So when you supporting us, remember, I'm giving it right back out to people in the community. I also want to thank Miss Gabriella, which I've talked to her maybe the past 2 weeks. She was with me from the beginning.
Not the time to run around with fake guns. I don't care if you go into the park and play. I don't care if you are going to be committing a robbery, like in this case, which is a crime. You should not be running around with a fake gun if you are a black person.
Ms. Gabriella has been a great help to me over the years. She's always been solid. So, I want to definitely give her a big shout out. And, we're having some conversations, so don't be surprised if you see her back on the show. Also, I want to thank Tanya that used to be on the show. Shout out to her. And I know that's a tough thing to come on this particular show, being a white person and dealing with some of the comments that would come. Because Tanya was solid. Tanya would tell you exactly what white folks be thinking. And a lot of times when they're racist. And, it's good to have a white person telling you that. Because you think that these CNNs, MSNBCs or whatever don't bring black folks on there to tell you exactly how we thinking. Like that's exactly what they hire all these little bootleg Negroes for. All the Bakari Sellers and Simone Sanders and, the Rollins of the world where they kicked him off. But all them little groups like that, they bring them on there to Negro-splain, okay? So why is it that black folks can't have a white person tell you exactly how they think? You see, the thing is, you got to work with everybody, but the goal is supposed to be liberation, okay? The goal. And if nobody's about liberation of the community or freeing black folks, then we just, that's the mission statement. That's just what we got to do. And we are not ashamed to say that's what we're trying to do, because everybody has a platform. Al Jazeera, they have their platform, and I have no problem with that. Press TV, that's another one in the Arab world. You have RT, Russia Today, that's Russian TV. I mean, even though they talk about American issues, it's still Russian. The CNNs, the MSNBCs, the Fox News, you know, whatever what it is, it's still white owned, and they speaking to white people about things that they care about. I have no issue with that. They have Telemundo, they have Univision. I have no problem with that. So why is it that black folks can't have something to say, hey, we want to say what we see in the world and express it our way? There's nothing wrong with that, you know, and don't let no one make you feel ashamed to say that you want a platform to speak for the black Americans or even those throughout the diaspora. There's nothing wrong with that, and continue to keep doing that, those of you who are doing that. But you know, you're only good as your team, okay? And you're only good as the people around you. I can't do everything by myself, but I'm definitely looking to bring more people in. And yes, some of you have sent me emails, and I just have to see how that will work. Also financially, the more people support us, the more people I could bring in, trust me. If we would hit that 3,000 goal we've been trying to hit for the longest on Patreon, I definitely could bring some people in. Very, very easy. I want to. But, you know, I firmly believe of paying people a good wage, a wage that people could take vacation, buy a home, have a family, not no wage that you can't afford anything. That's stupid. I don't believe in that. Nobody's not going to work for you if they're not getting paid right. I mean, if them folks do that, that's their business. But we as black folks, it's better to pay our people good. That way, when you pay people good, you get a little bit more loyalty out of them because they know good and well they couldn't get a job paying what you paying them or in that society. They can wear, like working with me, you can wear your natural hair. I support it, okay? Just a few things couldn't deal with, just for the presentation of our show. But hey, you want to wear your natural hair, whatever, you can do your thing. You are not going to get let go with me wearing natural hair. That's the beauty of it. Also, another group of people I need to thank as well, and I say I'll get to this in the video. I want to thank all the people that made videos about me in October. Let me get to that. Back in October of 2018, I had just finished a live stream with Dr. Moonby, and shout out to her. And I was going to say, okay, I told my wife, let's go, I want to visit my dad. I see my dad a little bit, I want to go sit down with him and chop it up. I used to go do that. So we kind of ate real quick, said we're going to go down there, go see my dad. He lives about an hour and a half away from me. And I get an email from Nyla, and shout out to Nyla. And she said, hey, there's a video that some strange account put out about you, and they say it's your wife, and I tried to, say, what the hell is they doing, and whatever, that's your wife, that's your business, but why are they doing that? So I say, and she gave me a link. So I went outside, looked at the link, I looked at it, and I just did this number here. Wow, I was eating my soup, I was just sitting there like this, so my wife was like, what's wrong with you? I gave her the phone, I said, look, and so she looked at the phone, and she was like, where did you get that picture from? Like that. That's the first thing. And I'm like, and I'm just doing this number here. So I walked outside. I talked to Kellen at the time. I said, man, I'll tell you what happened. So he looking at it, whatever. Then the video was passed to another individual. I'm not going to mention their name, and I'm not going to clown them like I usually would clown. But another individual, so they had credited this individual for putting it out, but that lady didn't do that. It was this other account. And so it always spread out from there. I mean, you had people making video after live stream. I'm like, and I'm sitting up there like this at the time period, and all these videos being made, all these live streams being made. And I'm like, is it that important to you? I'm just like, I'm freaking out watching people making 8-hour live streams all week long talking about it. I mean, you would think that I had killed up some black people in the community or something, and I got arrested for it, the way they was talking. I mean, I said, my God, really? A bunch of dudes making videos. That's like, okay, I understand the women making videos with dudes. And yes, I've said this on the show before. I said that I think, personally, I don't get involved in what other men are doing per se with their women. Now, I have made videos say brothers watch those white females. And the only reason I said that, not because of the dating aspect of it, where I've talked about that, but the fact is, they have a documented history of lying on you and having you hanging from a tree. Lying on you and saying rape, and then now you jammed up 40 years. You know what I'm saying? And the stories keep coming out. So yes, I've talked about that, but at the same time, it's your life. You do what you want to do. Phil can't control you. and I'm not going to do it, right? So video after video after video, and I'm just sitting up here like, like, wow, and people, oh, you married to a white woman, and I'm like, first of all, where'd that come from? You know what I'm saying? So then my wife is looking at all this, and she's like, why do you keep saying I'm white? I ain't white. Like, that's the thing that pissed her off. Don't call her no white. She want to fight you over that. So I came back. I said, I made a video, and I said, okay, let me, and this is something that now the DNA thing at the time period. That was done, I think, a year or so prior. We both kind of did that to kind of see where we was at, and whatever on that, and that was cool. So she was trying to find out like what tribe that she was affiliated with. She was talking to a few of the Native Americans and trying to see. He said, "Hey, I want to get in this tribe. We can get these benefits." I'm like, "Yeah, you need to get them." You know what I'm saying? So people was making video after video after video after video after video and trying to disparage me and all this other crap. At first I was sad about it. At first, because I said, wait a minute, I don't even have white supremacists attacking me over this. Not a one. It's all my own. That's what made me sad at first. Then I got upset. I got upset because all these people making videos, but yet I never see them with their spouse on the internet. I don't see them. None of them put their spouse on the videos. Even talking about me, they didn't sit there with their spouse doing it. Their spouse, but Phil got to put his on display, right? Okay, cool. So then, after thinking, I said, well, this is a trial and tribulation for you, bro. And what you gonna do? So then it clicked in my head, double and triple down on what you do. Keep moving, keep working, keep grinding, and don't deal with that. That's enough. And so that was how I took it. That's enough of that. We got too much going on in society. I've been a black man all my life. I'll be a black man to the day the good Lord ready for me. No matter what's going on with me, I'm never absolved from that. I met my wife way before my mind changed about the community. I married her, I think 4 or 5 years before that. I mean, what do you expect me to do? Divorce my wife or something? Okay, leave my children with no father, and then we back to that statistic again? No, that's just not going to happen. I mean, so you could leave that alone. And if that is a deal breaker for you in relation to me, then I understand 100%. I'm not upset with you at all, but I just think about the bigger picture. Okay, but so we went through all that situation, but I want to thank those people though. At the same time, it's a thank you. I'm thanking you because all the videos you made about me, all of them, it pushed us literally over to the point we can get this award here, because it gave us, from what Kellen told me, about $60,000 worth of advertising that I couldn't even afford, and yet people did this. And for what? Okay. And then people start making videos. Man, Phil, he doing this. Y'all were the reason why all the subscribers came in. I mean, y'all that made the videos. Let me tell you something. It's a thing called the Streisand effect. Research that. Okay. When you're trying to do what you was doing, you literally just spread me out more to people. And people making videos about me that even know me. They're like, I don't know who this guy Phil is, but everybody talking about it. Y'all the ones that don't like me did that. And see, the thing is, people didn't like me before. I get it. So they were looking for something. And I've had many people tell me that, in emails, they've been looking for something against you as well, Phil. So they're just using this. But it's all good because it actually helped me. It put more, toughness in me and my wife as well, actually. So she laughs at everything now. Even people try to make videos now. We look at those videos and laugh at them together. Like, really? I mean, that's all you want to focus on. But okay. But the people I definitely want to shout out. With all that and who had my back, who made videos. Who gave me some good. People just stood out for me. Was Nyla from the Nyla Says channel. Minister Jap. He reached out. He wanted me to come on this show, and he said something that I thought it was funny at the time. He said, y'all wasn't checking for Phil. He said, none of y'all were checking for Phil at first. So don't act like y'all all of a sudden care about him. And I started laughing because it was true. When I was a single man, nobody was checking for me. So that was just the funny part, right? O'Shea Duke Jackson, shout out to him. Lisa Cabrera. She brought me on the show, just like O'Shea did. And, shout out to the Angry Man as well. He talked about it, and he was pretty fair with the situation, so I wanted to give a shout out to them. But, as, all that progressed, we've had great interviews, and like the one with Bunny, one with Melissa McKinnis. I mean, things just been going up. So I feel that trial and tribulation from October was just meant to get me to another level than where I needed to be. We talked about how our interview was spread to over 200 media outlets. I just found out, which was, awesome. We looked at how, you guys on the platform saw what happened with Donnie Jones and Melissa McKinnis. You guys donated well over, and the last time I checked, for sure, I think maybe $14,000 to $15,000, and that's you guys did that, not me. With Bunny, I seen her GoFundMe go from 4108 to now it's like 26,000. Y'all guys did that, not me. And it's, from the support of you guys, and some of you guys that would tell me, say, man, look, I may not like the situation with his wife, but he got a good show. He do a lot of things that we need to pay attention to. He put out good videos, whatever. And that's what I mean by the work. If you do the work and your work is solid, no matter what people say about you, either they'll agree, and you don't supposed to agree with me on 100% of everything. I get that. And at the end of the day, when it comes to my family, it's my family. It's not yours. Now, when you see Phil out here cooning, when you see Phil making videos saying Native American women, Latino women, or Asian women, all these other women are better than black women, then y'all have every right to check my behind. Y'all have every right. But I've never made those kind of videos. I won't make those kind of videos. I believe, and whether you get mad at me or not, or say, well, it's a contradiction, forget you. You want me to promote anything different? I would like to see more families in our community. I believe children need two parents. I believe that. I believe children need two parents to take them on good vacations, buy a home, take them to the motherland. I believe that. I want to see that. I will never stop advocating for that, whether you agree that I can advocate for that or not. Sorry, I'm going to keep advocating for that. So if you don't like that, don't watch my channel on that one. At least when I make that kind of video, if you feel it's an issue for you. But at the end of the day, we have a lot of things going on right now. And we got this election coming up. We've seen a great divide, and the divide needed to happen with the American descendants of slaves versus the Boule class. The Boule class has been playing both sides with white supremacy and then with us. Now what's happening is that the American descendants of slaves said, like Martin Luther King, we're coming to get our check. That's what Martin Luther King said before he died. And now they're having a problem with you saying, I'm coming to get my check. Meaning I want something out of it now. They try to calm you down because they realize the more you talk and they can't Negro-splain what's going on, they not going to be good for massa no more on those media outlets, and they going to need another job. So yeah, y'all keep talking because they need to be put out of a job. Because they play both sides. They be the main ones that we was on the plantation trying to stop us from trying to get off that plantation. And that'd be the main ones right there. Main ones trying to tell on us at the time period. So no, all these Jack and Jill and Lynx and all these sororities that's tied in with the Boule. No, they have to be called out, every last one of them. And y'all keep their foot to the fire. There's no more of this going along to get along. As black people, we demand something. We demand something politically, and just as much as when you go to the LGBT, Jewish community, Hispanic community, white community, they want something for their votes. We aren't happy with just the right to vote. That's how they feel with us. You Negroes should just be happy to vote. No, we want something for our votes. And if you will not give us something for our votes, that's fine. You don't have to. You're just not going to get to vote. It's really simple. It's not nothing that hard. You can't shame us into it. You can't tell us about Donald Trump being racist, please. We live racism every day of our lives. What Trump is going to do that haven't been done really already to all of us, right? I mean, so come on. You don't scare us with Donald Trump. Please. You're just mad he giving you that work right now. But we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep doing what we got to do. Like I said, we have love definitely for the community. We want to see these Afrocentric schools. we want to reach out to the diaspora, and if you feel like you could rock with us, everything we talk about on this video, you want to rock with us. Like I said, man, we on just trying to shoot for the moon on everything that we're doing for the community, and also to bring other people up with us. I'm a firm believer, if you're gonna try to go up, you need to bring people with you. That's what the communities do. They get with their people, bring them up together. And when you bring everyone up together with you, you don't have people mad at you or looking at you funny, because they getting it just as much as you getting it. So why would they be mad at you? And that's the model that we all should have in the Black community. But thank you for listening. Now, this is probably a longer video than probably I would normally make, almost like a live stream type video, right? But subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, or some of you are upset with this video, you want to subscribe, that's fine too. I believe that if people are upset and they want to subscribe, I believe that's making room for new people to come in and rock with us and want to get acclimated. We are going to announce a 6-city tour this year. That's being worked out, so look out for that as well. We also have thank the people who going on a Kenya trip with us this year. You guys wanted a group trip. This will be the first one, and we'll see how it work out. So we can't wait for that in August with you guys to break bread with you and go to motherland together. I mean, that's what it should be about. Phil definitely want to take people to the motherland. I just don't like to talk it. I like to do it. That's my thing. Do what you say you're going to do. Be a man or woman of your word. And when your word is bond, people are going to respect you a lot more. So thank you for listening, everyone. See you on the next video.